Hello, you're welcome. You're welcome onto my channel today, and it gives me great joy to observe you are doing this video. I'm Dr. Olayinka Konle. I'm a lecturer in the university. I'm a sociologist. I'm a researcher. I'm a migration expert. On this channel, I do a number of stores, but all the stores I do on this channel, you can easily cluster them into four: sociology, research, relationship, and migration. And these areas, I have playlists on them on this channel. So this video today is on migration, and I have a playlist on migration that you can look, in which you can view all my videos on migration to catch up. Meanwhile, are you subscribed onto this channel? If no, what are you waiting for? Kindly tap the subscribe button on your screen right now to subscribe to the channel for wonderful content. Click the subscribe button on your screen. If you have subscribed to the channel previously, thank you very much for staying tuned. The topic or the title of this video today is abroad people. Hear this: before or when bringing grandma abroad for childcare, or what they call Omugwo or Omugwo among the Igbo people. So, of southwestern Nigeria. This Omugwo or Omugwo is very common, even though it's originally an Igbo word or Igbo system. It's now popular across many places among migrants, even across many places, even in Africa. So it's a situation where people, parents, mothers, or now grandmothers of a newborn is invited over into the household of the people or the children, or a female child that just gave birth to a baby, to come and assist in nursing the baby. It's usually even more fundamental for newlyweds who do not have probably experience in taking care of newborns. So they invite the mother of the bride or the mother of the mother to come over to assist the family or the new mother to take care of the small baby, and by extension take care of the family. It's like teaching the new mother how to clean up, how to bathe for the baby, and the rest of it. So it's a common cultural practice in many countries, especially in Asia, in Africa. So the concept is very popular among the Igbos as Omugwo. Some people call it Omugwo, some call it Omugwo, depending on the tribe and how familiar you are with the concept. So, but this issue now is also very common among abroadians, like they call them, or people abroad who want to invite, when they are abroad, they want to invite their, the grandma or the mother of the new mother to come over abroad in the UK, in the US, in Canada. Very common. Australia. I know people who have gone through this and are still going through it. They invite grandma overseas to come and assist in taking care of the newborn, or also assist the family, to be able to do a number of other things. But I've done researches in this area. I've conducted researches in this area. I've published in this area. In fact, I have one article on this in one international journals, and I say this is becoming a major issue. And I think, aside doing academic researches on this, I want to address this even on this channel. This Omugwo, or the issue of bringing grandma abroad to come and take care of the new baby, and by extension the family, is becoming a fundamental problem that I think I want to share with people on this channel. It's not so straightforward, and we need to look at it in a more careful way, be more careful. So you have to share this video with people that who go through this, or who might want to go through this. That it's not so straightforward, and we have to be careful. You need to pay attention to the different classes of grammar that we have. You have poor grammars, you have illiterate grammars, you have middle class grammars, you have very rich grammars that I call elite grammar. We have grandmas who are already widows, but we have grandmas who are still married. The grandpa is still alive. And this is my major concern, And so even those grandmas who are widows also, they also have issues you have to pay attention to. Why you have some illiterate grandmas, You have poor grandmas, who may want to see going abroad as a sign of arrival. Oh, my child is in the UK. My child has given birth to a baby in the US. My child is in Australia, in Canada. They have just given birth. So they are inviting me. I'm going to Bodo Yibo. I'm going abroad. The middle class or the rich grandmas may not be so, so fascinated about that, But it depends on the situation you are looking at per time. It doesn't matter the class of the grandmas. There are peculiar issues they face, all grandmas face. And especially for grandmas who still have husbands, the grandpas are still available. And when people abroad, I'm sorry, sometimes tend to be very selfish. I'm sorry. They only think about themselves. You just think some of them want to bring grandma abroad to assist them in doing things at home, to make them be able to do other things and more work. So basically, grandma is coming to become a nanny. While they are able to do other things, at the same time, maybe work more hours to pay bills. Though they package it as if grandma is coming to enjoy, abroad, especially for poor grandmas who have never been abroad. So it's a sign of God has answered my prayer. I'm also going abroad to go and visit, to go and enjoy abroad. So for the poor grandmas, it may be like that. But even for the poor grandmas, there are issues. But people abroad, most of the time, it's just they package it like grandma is coming to enjoy. But what grandma is coming to do is come and become nanny to help them take care of the children at the same time so that they can go and work, because many of them have not been able to work on the account of family. And it's even worse when they now have new babies. So they cajole grandma, cajole people at home, and so they simply take grandma abroad. And sometimes they keep grandma there as long as possible, forgetting maybe grandpa at home. You see grandpa now suffering at home. But you have forgotten that the grandma you have taken abroad, if grandpa is still around, is somebody's wife. And grandpa will not come abroad. Even if they come, they return home as quickly as possible, because culture may not allow grandpa to stay for so long. And grandpa will not be able to do the nanny work anyway. So the nanny work is easier for grandma by cultural orientation. So grandpa, and with the arrogance of men, simply return home even within 1 week, or may not even come at all. But grandma is kept there for all of this. And most of the time, these grandmas, it's not as if they enjoy it outrightly. Sometimes the enjoyment fades within a short time because, one, they are separated from their network. They are not used to life abroad. They become lonely. They become bored. I've heard of cases where grandma suddenly became depressed, sad. Some become so sick. Many are homesick. Yet they are kept abroad. You see, this abroadian just want to think about grandma being around. Sometimes grandma is already complaining. I want to go home. They say, grandma, stay a little more. Grandma Junior likes you. Don't you see the children are now used to you? And, but the loneliness is there for the grandma. So you have to be sensitive. It can't be only about people abroad alone. Ask grandma, is she really enjoying, or has she had enough, wants to go home? Because grandma is not used to life abroad. The loneliness, the individualistic lifestyle abroad, grandma is not used to it. Our friends, our families, our church members, mosque members, our home, that's what they enjoy. I still have my mother too, so I experience this. That's why I'm sharing it. So you have to be sensitive, to grandma, the loneliness, the cold weather. Many of them are not used to it. Many of them have died of flu. Many of them the body is already weak. So that weakens the system more. Even you that you are young, you know what you are battling with in terms of the weather. Now you want grandma to be in this weather for so long or forever. So the loneliness, and the weather also, the networks at home, they are missing their networks at home. The cultural differences, give them a lot of problems. They're not socialized into that system. And, some grandmas also still have businesses at home. It doesn't matter how small. So it's not only about maybe just going abroad. They also want to oversee their businesses at home. Later are just keeping them there. So people abroad, before you bring grandma or think about all of this. Don't let it be only about you. Now, if grandpa is still alive, who will be taking care of grandpa? You see many grandpas, all over the world, suffering at their old age because their wives have been taken abroad for childcare. So grandpa is the only one suffering. You see many of them dealing with hypertension, diabetes, nobody to take care of them. Unfortunately, many of these men have built their dependence on their wives over the years. And in their old ages, when they need people around them, their wives, to take care of them, grandma has been taken abroad. Many men are now, some of them are forced to remarry younger people who will eventually kill them anyway because of intergenerational differences in their relationship or new marriage. Many of them are suffering, many of them don't have people to take care of them. Many of them just constituting nuisance. So please think about grandpa also. When you take grandma abroad, think about grandpa. It's your father. So think about grandpa. It's very important. Many grandpas are suffering at home. Don't keep grandma too long. I'm not saying don't bring grandma abroad for Omugwo or for childcare, but be sensitive. Please think about grandpa. Think about more, even the grandma while abroad. Are you sure she doesn't want to go home? Or you're just keeping her there? If she wants to stay, why not? If you get consent from grandpa, if there's still grandpa. And make sure you also sensitize grandma. Grandpa needs you. Can't be only about you. And another very important point I want to make. Some of these grandmas, they have created problems in your families, in the families of people abroad. Some grandmas will go abroad and create conflicts, even between, for the couples. Grandma will complain, grandpa will, complain to the wife or complain to the husband, and you see them, families that used to be united suddenly begin to have conflict because grandma is talking to them or one of them in a way that would jeopardize the interest of the other. And so you have a lot of families, after bringing grandma abroad, conflicts start to develop. Some families have been broken because of this grandma effect. I call it grandma effect. So as you bring grandma abroad, make sure that you protect your family from grandma effect so that the family don't have unnecessary conflict. Let grandma know the boundary. Grandma must know the boundary. Set the limits so that grandma does not come and break or create conflict in your family because of side talks, dangerous gossip. Things that you've been overlooking, grandma will suddenly come and begin to say, see your wife doing like this, see your husband is doing like this, you are wasting money, your husband is not this, your husband is not that, your wife is not this, depending on the grandma, whether is the mother of the husband or mother of the wife that is around. And I've seen family where the husband and the wife will be fighting. It's my mother that will come. It's your mommy that will come. It's my mommy that must come. And you see that they are creating problem at home because both husband and wife simply want to bring their mothers for selfish reason. Wife wants her mother to come. Husband says, my mother that must come. That becomes another problem. So beware of grandma effect so that you don't have conflict of marital breakdown in your marriage. And please be sensitive to the needs of the grandma also. And be sensitive to the need of grandpa also. And be sensitive to your need. Thank you very much. I just want to share this. Share the video as widely as possible. And make sure you click subscribe. Tap subscribe. Till I see you in my next video. Bye for now.